Again, we do not have a clear indication that even though we're in this attack position, we're going to be ordered forward at this point. The Army is still waiting orders to cross the border, which is very, very close to where we are, waiting orders to cross that border. The soldiers are more than ready to go. And as I say, the commander of the 7th Cavalry, Lieutenant Colonel Terry Farrell, says he does not expect a terribly large amount of resistance initially, the first 100 kilometers or so, but as the 7th Cavalry gets closer to Baghdad, that's when they say the resistance will increase. He urged his soldiers to fight hard because he said the Iraqis will be fighting hard. They have to expect that. Although one interesting thing he said was that once you get into Iraq, you can still expect the Iraqis are going to be glad to see you. They're going to be more friendly Iraqis welcoming you than those who are hostile trying to fight you. Aaron?
Walt, thank you. We'll find out. It appears we're going to find that out plenty soon enough. Thank you, John King at the White House. What do you got?
Well, Aaron, a curious point to the speculation you were discussing with Jamie McIntyre earlier. Shortly after the deadline lapsed, Ari Fleischer came into the briefing room and told reporters that Andy Card, the White House Chief of Staff, had checked with the CIA and the National Security Agency, and they had informed him that they had information that Saddam Hussein had not left Iraq and was still in the country. And that information was relayed to President Bush, obviously a critical item of issue at the time of the deadline passing. What the target of opportunity is, as Jamie described it, we do not know, but it would certainly be interesting if it indeed is Saddam Hussein or any key member of the Iraqi leadership, because just weeks ago in testimony to Congress, Secretary of State Powell was asked by Senator Fritz Hollings of South Carolina, why our war, why don't we just kill him? And Secretary Powell responded, Senator, that would assume that we know where he is,
yes.
And we don't.
Well, and as you know, and as I suspect many, if not most of our viewers know, he is a man, Saddam Hussein is a man who rarely sleeps in the same bed 2 nights in a row. He has many bunkers and palaces, residences all over the country. He is surrounded by a vast security apparatus to protect him. He is not an easy target. There is also, as I suspect many of you know, there is a literal prohibition against assassinating a foreign leader, but once war begins, that prohibition is no longer in play under international law.